Hello, everybody. It is your boy Young, always Joshi, and today we're in high speed ring. I'd like to introduce you to the front row, into the race. So starting up front is last week's winner, Mick Hunt. Will he dominate again? Next to him is Juan Martin, who has had his best qualifying in a long time. Very good qualifying from him. And there is Marcus B sitting fourth. Very good qualifying from him, driving the maximum out of that Dodge. And there is Eric Sadler, our new debutant. He has been hired to stop Mick Hunt. Hold on for a sec, I'll be right back. Anyways, where was I? There's Eric Sadler, who has been hired to stop Mick Hunt from dominating. Will he do his job? There is young Joshi in the top 10 again, and next to him is Thomas Topre. Good qualifying from him. Behind him is Adam Jefferson and John Johnson. Can John Johnson pull off a win here? We don't know. Behind him is Schwartz. Enough. Philip Torres. There's Ali Rain. There is Lewis. Michael Lewis. There is Michael Lewis sitting front row. Sumugi Shiogane, Devon Dustcutter, Sky Commons, Gamer 12, The Jesus, Fleebo Berry, Angel Wuteres, Daniel Voiles, Kyler Sustrai, Caleb Wheeler, Wise, and Bryce Egan. There is Jamie Gross, Carson Green, Jimmy Wilkie, Brad Stover, James Crow, Eric Monaco, JJ McBushy, Liam McQueen, Reggie Fogelman, Speedy Jin, Sophie Walton, Scrum McKnight Jr., A.B. McLeod, Derek, Marissa, and Bobby Joe Johnson, starting off the back row. Will Mick Hunt dominate? We do not know, but it seems that the 95 team seem very disappointed with their results. Understandable, especially when you have been on good form, but hopefully they pick back up next race, or hopefully chaos happens. Chaos usually happens here. Yeah. So this is where chaos usually happens. Tomorrow will be the OS Car GT-NR 2003 Spec A series and the Spec B series, which I will announce will start next week as well. But for now, we have the main sprint series race, which happened early, which is strange, but yes, we have that race. Okay.
Drivers, start your engines!
It's happening. It is happening. It is happening. The pace car's going off. Oh no, the pace car is going off, it seems. We're in the high speed ring, a very exciting racetrack. Hopefully not as boring as high speed as the Old Spice racetrack. There is our race leader Mick Hunt. He's looking to take away that championship lead from the green flag will commence as soon as we reach the start finish line. This track is very hard. Green, 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 and young Joshi trying to make a good launch here, and Eric Sadler is trying to take care of Mick Hunt. Obviously a good debut from him, you know, driving the number 14 Haas car. There will be chaos from behind. You know, everyone's braking before that banking, and we're going to head into those S's over there. And Eric Sadler makes a good launch. Same with young Joshi. Mick Hunt. Oh no, Eric Sadler's too close for comfort. Eric Sadler's too close for comfort. Mick Hunt has to watch out, as Eric Sadler might pull off an overtake. Thomas Dupre makes a good launch over here in the high-speed ring. And there is Mick Hunt. Will Mick Hunt try to fend off Eric Sadler, the Terminator, Smoke Jr.? Will he do his job? And we're in the second lap, and it is still going to be those two. Juan Martin drops down to 4th. There's Eric Sadler right behind the 28 car, and the 28 car looks way too good. If we let things happen, he might win it back to back over here in high speed ring, which we don't want to happen. But Eric Sadler is just way too close for comfort. Oh, he was a bit further back than he was before, and young Joshi is catching up to him. All we will see is chaos. Mick Hunt has the advantage, and there is Eric Sadler. Young Joshi is catching up to Eric, and Mick is going to pull off a huge advantage over here in high speed ring. We are in the 3rd lap. What will happen here? And there is, we're in lap 3, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We're in lap 3. Eric Sadler trying to make a move on Mick, but Mick will just try to fend him off in the S's. And he does a brilliant job trying to execute the corner. So far so good, no collision. Oh, they're trying to go to the edge. Will there be chaos in the back? We don't know. But our top 10 looks crazy. Juan Martin might be able to land good back-to-back good results. And there is Thomas Dupre trying to make a move on young Joshi. Will young Joshi fend here, or will young Joshi try to go for Eric Sadler and maybe the win? He has been very unlucky trying to get the win here in high speed ring, but maybe this time he will get it done. It looks boring so far, and Marcus B still robs. Oh, and young Joshi pulls off the maneuver around Eric Sadler, tries to pull it off, but instead of pulling off the maneuver, he invites Thomas Dupre to come take the position. But young Joshi has a better racing line. Never mind. And there is Eric Sadler. There is Eric Sadler. He is trying to pull off the move here, but obviously it's in vain as Mick is way too ahead, way too dominant, and it looks like Mick might win this race. Young Joshi is pulling away quick, trying to... Oh, Thomas Dupré tries to make the move around Young Joshi. This time he's trying to take the advantageous line. Can he pull it off though? Young Joshi making the maneuver around Eric Sadler, but he fails, and Thomas Dupré is also going wide, also going to take the position. We're a quarter way through the race so far, and so far there has been chaos. And Sadler is trying to get close to Mick, but so far the 28 has had an advantageous position, and this time is up to Eric to make the maneuver here, and if he doesn't, then it will be a costly mistake. And for his first race, it's not so bad, fending off against one of the best road course drivers in the series. Oh, he doesn't bump, he doesn't make a mistake. He is way too close, but he is going to make the maneuver, not unless Young Joshi has a word around that. But of course Young Joshi keeps his third position, and Eric Sadler continues fighting for the win. But he just keeps getting closer and closer to Mick. 0.2 of a second. It looks like danger for Mick Hunt and Mick Hunt, and it could obviously spell trouble for the 28 team, as Eric Sadler is getting way too close to Mick, and if this does spell chaos, oh, and Eric Sadler makes the move around, makes the maneuver. Oh, and Young Joshi enters the picture too. He's trying to fend here, and Young Joshi is trying to make a maneuver around. We're in lap 7, and so far every lap was led by the 28. And now the 28 stays a bit further back behind, stays further ahead of the 14 Haas car, and it seems like he is having none of that, as Young Joshi makes a risky move. He's trying to bowl for first place by trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There is Mick, and Eric Sadler makes a fatal mistake as he lets Young Joshi take the position from him, and so far Mick is still in first. Obviously I'm repeating the same thing, but it seems like there has been no chaos so far. It's only been racing and chaotic racing, and it seems like Mick is going to have to face a triple threat behind him, as young Joshi is fighting Eric Sadler for second, and Thomas Topre is trying to join in on this party, meaning that if anyone is not careful, then there will be chaos and the safety car has to come in. I mean the pace car, my bad, wrong language. But Eric Sadler will take the position back, and young Joshi will have to fight Thomas Topre for the position. Mick Hunt is going to try to take away the championship lead, especially considering the fact that Caleb Wheeler is nowhere to be seen. If he makes it to the top 10, then he can at least keep the title fight alive. But so far, he is running in 17th, meaning that Mick will take the maximum. He will take the 104 points and go home. And young Joshi makes the successful maneuver around Eric Sadler, meaning that he knows that it's his turn to take on Mick Hunt. And there is young Joshi. Young Joshi, can he pull off the attack against the 28 car? There is young Joshi ahead of Eric Sadler, and there is Thomas Topre trying to take Eric Sadler's position away from him. It seems like Eric Sadler had a good start, but now all of a sudden Eric Sadler is now dropping back the field. Is Eric Sadler now going to pit? There is young Joshi, and he is itching closer. He has the better pace so far. His race pace seems good, and he is going to fight the 28 car for the win. Can he do it? This track has been challenging to see some overtakes, but young Joshi seems to make the impossible look possible here in high-speed ring. And there is Mick. He is trying to stop the 28 car from being a back-to-back winner, but it doesn't matter anyways for the 28. As long as he gets a good result here, he will take the championship lead and snatch it away from Caleb Wheeler, as he does score 83 points. He has more than half. He has the 3 points for the most laps led. He has the 1 point for pole, so he will take home 4 potential points already. And there is young Joshi. He is close to Mick. Mick is trying to fend him off. Young Joshi has the better pace, and the 54 Interstate's battery car will try to take away the win from the 28 Valvoline car. Will young Joshi pull it off here? He is attacking Mick, and if mistakes happen here, then it will spell disaster. Mick will maybe go wide, as young Joshi has the better racing line, and it's so close. It is so close. It is so close here. Young Joshi has the better racing line. He is going to make the maneuver around here. He's going to make the maneuver around here. Young Joshi versus Mick Hunt. Young Joshi, will he do it over here in high speed ring? He is close. He is way too close, and he takes the lead. Mick Hunt is trying to fend him off. Thomas Dupre is third here, and he's trying to join in on the party, trying to join on the fun. Mick Hunt trying to defend. Young Joshi too close, and there's Thomas Dupre. We have 7 laps to go, yet it is exciting racing, more exciting than the previous race. Young Joshi needs to make a maneuver here again. He was close, but so far and Thomas Dupré trying to make the move around young Joshi, trying to hunt for the win. And can Thomas Dupré do it, or will young Joshi just take back his position? It seems like Thomas Dupré has incredible pace in this race, and he will make his first win here if Mick Hunt is lucky. Mick already has the 4 points. All he needs is the 5, which Marcus B is holding him off, and he will have the 105 points plus the 110 for doing a Grand Slam, something that has never been done with stock cars in a long time, something that has never been done in the OS Nation Racing Series before. Thomas Dupré is trying to go for the 28, the 8 against the 28. There he is he made the maneuver, and young Joshi needs to now be careful. So does the 28 as Thomas Dupré is coming, and he is going to pull off a maneuver, and oh no, young Joshi too close for comfort with the 8, and the 8 pushes him off the racetrack, and the 8 is now the 8 and the 28 fighting for the position, and anything can happen in the last minute. Can he pull it off here? Can he pull it off? Can he pull off a back-to-back race win? I know we've been all rooting against this somehow, some way. There has been no yellow flag so far, and the 8 is too close, has better pace than the 28. And can the 8 be the one to stop the 28 from getting those maximum points? Pulling off a Grand Slam is impossible, but at least a hat-trick is feasible. And there is Thomas Dupré. He is going to make the maneuver here, and Mick Hunt obviously was a bit too ahead of Thomas Dupré. Thomas Dupré trying to make the move on Mick, but Mick defends with his entire life. This will be the greatest race from him, but this means that there's no changing in leaders as the other races look incompetent to pull off the move here. There is Thomas Dupré, and he is a bit too closer now to the 28. 4 laps to go. There's only like a few laps left, but if a move can't be done here, then the move can't be done elsewhere, as the 8 is trying to make her move on the 28, and it seems like he is close coming in to the S's of High Speed Ring, but the 28 denies the 8, and it seems like nobody could do it. Not the 14, not the 54, and now not the 8. He is going to go with another lap lead, dominating this race on paper, but in reality he had to fend off all these other drivers, and these other drivers seem to not pull off the overtake over here. It is guaranteed that if you win, if you are pole here, then you can win here, maybe, if there is no chaos. Thomas Dupré is still too close to the 28, and he is going to try to make another opportunity here. Every opportunity you have to capitalize on, and it seems like the 8 is trying to capitalize on that opportunity, but he is a bit too further, and he is getting too close. He is getting too close. He is too close. He is too close. Too close. And too close is too much, because that is a costly mistake around here, and he's trying to go through all the effort uh, around here. Will he pull it off? You know, every time someone tries to take the position, every time someone tries to lead a lap, but nothing happens here in high-speed ring, and that makes me question whether or not these drivers have the talent to take it. They have what it takes, they know what it takes, but it seems like no one is willing to take the lead from the 58 as the 8 takes a step back. Can he pull it off here in high-speed ring? And it seems like he's a bit too close for comfort, and it doesn't happen. The move doesn't happen, and everyone in the top 4 has been at least fighting for the win, but only one has the lead, and that is the 28. Will the 8 make the move here? We're like 2 laps away from the checkered flag. And the 8 is too close, so meaning that if the 8 can make a move here, then that will be the greatest race win of all time, as it proves that this will be proven to be the greatest race win of our time, as the 8 just had to make last lap magic. And will he do it? The 8 is too close to the 28, and the 8 goes wide and the 8 goes wide, meaning that the 54 will try to capitalize, and the 8 will have to settle for a number 2 or maybe even a number 3, as young Joshi is coming back into the party, as he can see that the 8 is not doing enough. He feels it. He feels the 8 is not doing enough, and we're going to the white flag. Can either of these guys do it? They're a bit further back than they were before this lap. Mick Hunt will try to go through, and there he is. There is the 28, and will he win here in high-speed ring? And it seems like the 8 is trying to make a move here, but it's not enough, as the 28 just capitalizes on that move. But maybe Thomas Dupré will try to do a drag race with him to the finish line if he gets close enough. But it seems like the 28 does not care, as the 28 will go through the final stretch, and the 28 wins here in the high-speed ring. Mick Hunt dominance might bore the drivers. We need to add more drivers. We need to, like, I don't know, more drivers need to improve in the road courses, as it seems like it is a one-horse race, even though it seemed like everyone tried to make an overtake. But congratulations to Mick Hunt, the first multiple-time winner in Oscar Championship history, first back-to-back winner in Oscar Championship winner history, and he is not the first person to pull off a Grand Slam. But congratulations to Mick. Fair play to Thomas Dupré. He couldn't get the win, but he at least got the second place position. Young Joshi third. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Eric Sadler, first top 5. Congratulations to Juan Martin, first top 5. John Johnson, decent result. Adam Jefferson, consistency from him. Philip Torres, good from him. And Salugi Shirogane makes back-to-back top 10s. Speedy Jin is nowhere in the top 20. He will be not so delighted. But hey, we win some, we lose some. This is Always Car Racing. We will see you tomorrow for the GT NR 2003 series, and we're out. Thank you very much.